All right, let's get into it. Picking an accountant in Dublin. It's so much more than just a box-ticking exercise for compliance, right? It's a huge strategic decision. So today, we're going to break down exactly how you can find that perfect financial partner for your business.
So let me ask you this to start. Is your accountant basically a historian, just, documenting things that have already happened? Or are they a navigator, using your financial data to help you chart a course for the future? You really want a partner who's looking forward, not just staring in the rearview mirror.
Because let's be honest, in a super competitive market like Dublin, making the right call here gives you a serious strategic edge. The right firm can make you more efficient, they can help you grow, and they can guide you toward much smarter decisions. The stakes are definitely high.
So, to help you make that choice, we've laid out a pretty clear roadmap. First, we'll talk about knowing what you actually need. Then, we'll get into the nitty-gritty of vetting potential candidates. After that, we'll look at how to lock in the partnership, and we'll finish up with a super simple checklist for your final decision.
Okay, let's dive right into step one, knowing your needs. Before you can find the right fit out there, you've got to understand what you're looking for in the first place. This part is all about looking inward.
Okay, so take a look at this. It really lays out the main things an accountant can do. Are you spending most of your time bogged down in the day-to-day, like bookkeeping and payroll? Or is the big headache for you just navigating Irish tax and compliance? Maybe you're past that and you're really looking for that high-level advice, forecasting to help you grow. Figuring out which slice of this pie is your biggest priority, well, that's the absolute key to narrowing down your search from the get-go.
Which brings us perfectly to step two, vetting your candidates. So you've got your shortlist. Now it's time to really dig in and see what they're made of. And a great place to start is their tech.
Wow, this just shows you the night and day difference, doesn't it? A traditional firm might be stuck with desktop files and manual entry, giving you reports that are old news by the time you see them. But a modern, tech-driven firm, they're using cloud software, giving you real-time dashboards and making sure your data is totally secure and GDPR compliant. They're not just processing your data, they're turning it into intelligence you can actually use. But of course, all the tech in the world means nothing without real expertise. So you have to verify that they're qualified with recognized bodies like ACCA, CPA, or Chartered Accountants Ireland. Think of these credentials as your baseline for trust and professionalism. It's non-negotiable. And here's where we go a level deeper than just qualifications. Don't just ask, do you have experience in my industry? Because that's just a yes or no. Ask something specific, like, tell me about a time you helped a tech startup just like mine navigate R&D tax credits. See, their answer won't just tell you if they have the experience, it'll show you how they think. And that's the real gold.
Okay, we're at step three, finalizing the partnership. You've checked out their skills, you've checked out their experience. Now it's about the practical stuff, the details that are going to shape your actual relationship day to day.
All right, fees. This is where things can get a little confusing, but let's just break it down. You've got your fixed fee, which is awesome for predictable work. But a little pro tip, always ask about scope creep. What happens if the job gets bigger? You need to know. Then there's the hourly rate, usually for one-off projects. The key question there is, how do you track your time? Simple as that. And a retainer, that's for when you need that constant, ongoing advice. Look, at the end of the day, it's not about finding the cheapest accountant. It's about finding the best value. A slightly pricier firm that saves you thousands in tax, that's a no-brainer investment. This leads us to a question that's not about the numbers at all. This is a partnership, and just like any good partnership, communication is absolutely everything. How do they like to connect? How fast do they get back to you? So, what you're really looking for is a firm that lives and breathes this idea. You want proactive advice, not someone who just fixes problems after they happen. And here's a little test you can do. In that first meeting, did they make you feel smart, or did they just throw a bunch of jargon at you? A great partner makes complicated money talk feel simple. If you walk out of a chat feeling more confused than when you walked in, that is a huge red flag. Trust is built on clarity. So, you've done all the hard work, and you're this close to making a decision. Before you sign anything, let's just run through one final checklist to make sure all your bases are covered. This list basically wraps it all up. Did you verify their credentials? Check. Do their services actually match what you need? Check. Are they using modern, secure tech? Is their pricing totally clear and fair? And finally, what are their other clients saying about them? Just running through these 5 points will give you that confidence that you're making a really solid choice.
Because you've got to remember, this whole process, it's about finding so much more than a number cruncher. The right partner becomes a key part of your team. They don't just balance your books, they help you read the story that your numbers are telling, and they use that story to make your entire business strategy stronger.
And that kind of leaves us with one last thing to think about. It's not just about finding the right firm, it's also about being ready for that kind of partnership. So the real question is your business ready for a true financial partner?